Sam. So today I'm going to be doing a wear test and demo of the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Oil-Free Natural Skin Perfector. This has SPF 20. The color I have is 4W1 Tawny, and basically it is a little squeezy tube. It's really easy. You can just squirt it right onto your beauty sponge, beauty blender, whatever it is that you use. This claims to be a skin perfecting secret to a flawless demi-matte no makeup look. This multitasking blend of skincare and makeup helps control shine and provides a sheer hint of coverage. Broad spectrum SPF 20 sunscreen helps protect against damaging effects of the sun. Perfect for sensitive or oily skin types. Now, you guys know that I am very, very oily. My skin is ridiculously oily all over my face. It's not just the T-zone, even my cheeks will get oily. So it's really hard to find these like tinted moisturizers or BB creams or, you know, anything that kind of has like a sunscreen and kind of like a non-full coverage foundation effect that is not going to be ridiculously Vaseline face on me because my skin is just so oily. So I wore this yesterday. First I applied it with my fingers and it was such sheer coverage that I was just like, no, I can't wear this as a full foundation today. So I do think it's beautiful if you do want to wear it as just kind of like a skin tone evener if you're going to the pool or the beach and you just want a little bit of something. But if you want to have it as like a foundation or like a BB cream coverage, I would recommend applying it with a sponge. This is the e.l.f. sponge. It's super duper affordable. I think it's like $6.99 or something like that. And you do have to use quite a bit of product, which is the only downside because it is quite a sheer coverage. However, you can build it up if you use a little bit more product and you use that sponge. So I have it on right now. I have done all of my makeup like I normally would. So I show you guys me applying the foundation and then as well what it looks like with the concealer. And then I do, you know, I finish my makeup and then I come back and show you guys what it looks like afterwards. So I'm gonna be doing a wear test of this. So what I found for me is that it just looked really skin-like and natural. It didn't look like I was really wearing makeup. And then especially around here where like I have a lot of things to kind of collect into, you know, I have this stupid wrinkle here and just like scars and things that where, you know, they tend to collect, especially once my oil comes through, it kind of like gathers and then it just can look real cruddy and kind of like, I don't want to say crepey, but kind of oldish looking. And that didn't happen yesterday. So I wanted to document it today. And also I wanted to try it a day before I actually videoed because I wanted to see if it would break me out. And usually I can tell right away. I'll put something on that day, the next morning, or that night, I will already have broken out. So my skin is quite sensitive to if something's gonna break me out, it happens really fast. And so far I have not broken out from this. I wore it all day yesterday and by the end of the night I didn't have any new breakouts. I woke up this morning, I did not have any new breakouts. So far it has not broken me out and I absolutely loved the way it looked yesterday. It looked really, really pretty on the skin. So let's go ahead and get into the demo of me applying the foundation and then you guys can see, I mean, you've already seen what it looks like, but you'll see what it looks like afterwards, and then I'll be checking in throughout the day. So I hope you guys enjoy. I will link this down below for you guys. Oh, I didn't tell you the price, naughty me. Let me just look it up real quick. Okay, so they have a small size. I have the big size, it's 47. So it is a little pricey. It's kind of up there as far as tinted moisturizers go. There are 20 shades altogether. The mini size is 25. And let's see here. So yeah, it looks like considering it's a tinted moisturizer, there are quite a few shades. I mean, I think that's pretty good. Normally tinted moisturizers have like light, medium. Do you know what I mean? They don't have a whole lot of colors. I did find it quite easy to find my shade when I was in store. Again, I'm 4W1 Tawny. It matches my body really well. My face is very white, but my body is a lot tanner. And I feel like this color is perfect. So I am the 7th from the darkest, if that makes sense. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm 14 from the lightest and then 7th from the darkest. I don't know if that sounds a bit confusing, but it doesn't really say, like, it doesn't describe the shades, like what they're considered, but I feel like it actually perfectly matches me because it has enough warmth but not too much yellow and not too much like pink. So it's a really good tone if you are someone who self-tans. There's the details as far as, you know, the price, how many shades, and they do have that little mini size, which I think is nice because then you guys can, like, if you don't want to spend the $47, you can get the mini one, check it out, and see if it's going to be something that you like. But again, I will link it down below for you guys. I'll link both sizes for you guys. I think if you sign up for like an email list or something on Laura Mercier, you can get 15% off. So I'll link it to all three. I'll link it to Sephora, Ulta, and Laura Mercier's website, so you guys can have the options. But let's go ahead and get into the demo, and I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you guys enjoy this. My dog is about to start barking. Subscribe if you haven't already, and follow me on Instagram. It's at Sam Schuerman. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm gonna take is just a little bit of this Wander Duelist Concealer in the color medium. I take the little stick side, and I'm just gonna like basically dot it on this behemoth scar I have from the most ginormous zit of life. So this is what the box looks like. It is the color Tawny, 4W1 Tawny. Reminds me so much of the Estee Lauder coloring, doesn't it? So you've got a tube here like this, which is, you know, quite convenient. I like the packaging because then you can just like squeeze it out directly onto the sponge. I am using the e.l.f. sponge. And my face is obviously way whiter than my neck. Well, my neck and my face are really white compared to my chest right now, so we are going to be matching the chest. I've tried it both ways. I tried it with just my fingers. The coverage was much more like a moisturizer with a barely bit of tint. If you put it on with the sponge, you can definitely get more coverage. This is not going to be a full coverage tinted moisturizer though. It's definitely more of a sheer to medium. You can build it up a slight bit, but not a huge amount. But I love the formula. It's kind of, I don't want to say tacky, but it's definitely kind of got more of like a tacky finish, so it feels like it's gonna stay on like way better than like a typical tinted moisturizer. I wore it yesterday, and it lasted so well. Like, it was so nice. You do have to use quite a bit of product, so I don't know how long this is gonna last you if you are gonna apply it the way that I'm applying it with the sponge, because obviously, you know, I'm having to use quite a bit to get like an actual foundation type of coverage versus just like a barely there tinted moisturizer coverage. So just keep that in mind. If you are gonna want more of a medium coverage, you are probably gonna go through it pretty quickly. But as you can see, once I blend this down my neck, it matches my chest really, really well. You know, you can still see kind of freckles and like stuff coming through. So it's definitely going to be more of a natural kind of medium coverage. It's definitely not going to be full at all, which I quite like nowadays. I mean, my skin's been a bit crap lately. But normally I just feel like I don't need quite as full of coverage. And I just feel like the fuller the coverage, the older it looks, you know? It's just kind of a bummer. I feel like when you're younger, you can get away with that full coverage, like quite heavy makeup, and it looks awesome. But then as you just get more lines and things to collect, the fuller coverage just doesn't look as good on me. There's definitely like a really pretty glow when you put it on. And that's what I noticed when I did apply it with my hands. Like, it wasn't enough coverage for me, but it definitely gave me like a really overall just like pretty kind of finish to the skin. This is the Milk makeup. I actually need to get another one because this bad boy, actually I'm just gonna kind of bring whatever is left just to kind of give me a glow on my chest here. Plus it's whatever, there's a little bit of sunscreen, not like I'm going outside, but it does give you a really pretty, see how it just kind of glows up the skin? Really beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna put on my concealer and just blend it out so you guys can see what the concealer looks like blended. I find that you can get a little bit more coverage once you put your concealer on. It kind of evens the coverage out so that you don't feel like you're not enough, you know? And then obviously once you put all your powders and all that stuff on it, tends to kind of help that out. So I'm just gonna blend that out with that same sponge. And then you'll be able to see what I mean. I just feel like it really kind of takes it up a notch. Okay, so that's what it looks like after concealer. So you can see the concealer kind of just bumped up the coverage just a little bit to where I feel like that's enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back when it's all done and you guys can see the final result. And then we'll just do a little wear test. So at the moment it's 9:56 in the morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up and then we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so it is now, sorry, I've been watching all of this Gabby Petito stuff. I'm like seriously so invested at the moment. I've been sucked in, and I was watching this live stream. Anyway, it is now, it's so sad. It's just like, I just don't understand what on earth, like I don't even understand. It's so confusing to me, and like it just doesn't make sense. But anyway, I'm sure a lot of you guys, I mean, I think everyone is invested at this point. But anyway, it is 10:32, so it's been 30 minutes, I think, since I initially finished the foundation. I have finished all of my makeup now. So that is what it looks like, all finished. So you can see, even though it is a medium, like a sheer to medium coverage, it ends up like looking pretty full coverage. Once you have all your powders and your bronzer and blush and everything, it looks really beautiful. And I think I almost like it better as the day goes on. Like at first I was like, oh yeah, that looks nice. But then a couple hours into the day, I was like, wow, my skin looks really, really good. Once a little bit of the glow comes back through, it looks really beautiful, but it's very skin-like. It's very like thin on the skin, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't look heavy or thick or cakey. So I'll see you guys in a little bit, and then we will check in. Hello. Oh, terrible lighting in here. Okay, well, we're gonna do a check-in. It is now, can you guys see that? It's 4:30. I have not done anything to my face. So my cheeks are not oily. However, I am, you know, you can see I'm visibly oily right here. My forehead isn't terrible. My chin is a little bit oily. But nothing has really collected. There's a little bit of collection over here, but it's really not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and just find a clean side of my sponge and just dot that oil away. And just see what happens. Yeah, it looks as good as new. So it just looks so nice. It really does wear so beautifully. I mean, this lighting is not ideal. It's, you know, the sun is blasting in at this time, but it really does look so pretty on. It's just very natural looking. I mean, it got oily, but I get oily in everything. So it was, considering my cheeks aren't oily, that's pretty good. Because a lot of the time, like my cheeks will get really oily as well. And then it's just a complete mess. So yeah, I'm actually really happy with it. I just got a new ColourPop collection. It's the Hocus Pocus. So, wow, I think all of the lighting is just terrible. I'm gonna go ahead and try, oh, this is so pretty. This is called their Fresh Kiss Lip Cream. And this is the color Calming Circle. And it is such a pretty color. Oh my gosh. Wow. It is really gorgeous. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, I love that color. It's so beautiful. It comes with like there's another like kind of plum one, like a rich deep plum, and then a black. But that is really pretty. I think part of my lip liner has come off. Hold on. Let's just fix that. Okay, that's really pretty. And then I also got I got 3 new Super Shock shadows, so I'm just gonna try 2 of them. One of them is called Dost Thou Comprehend. It's like this really pretty, I don't know if it's focused, I can't tell, but it's like this really pretty gold. So I kind of want to do the lighter one first, just so you guys can see. Wow, why is this? Hold on, let me shut my blind. Obviously, didn't even think about that. Yay, didn't even think I have blinds, duh. So yeah, that's what the foundation is looking like. So it's been on for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6.5 hours, I think. I love this lip color. So this one is called To Be Young and Beautiful Again. So that's what that one looks like. So I just want to put this one on. I have frog on my lid right now. I just want to see what this one looks like. So we'll put this one on the lid first, just so that we can kind of see, and then we'll put, oh, that's pretty. It's kind of like a champagne-y rose gold. Quite subtle, but really beautiful. So that's what that one looks like. And then we'll just go ahead and put the gold one on top. This one is, what is that called? Dost Thou Comprehend? And I like to apply these with my fingers. Like, they just apply so much better that way. So now we'll just, whoa. Oh my gosh, it's almost neon. Wow. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to tell. Wow, that's so pretty. I love that one. Okay, can you guys see? I'm really struggling here to see if it's focused, but I think it is. I'm just gonna look down so you guys can hopefully see it. It is just so pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so intense. It's just such a beautiful, like, orangey, oh, I don't even know. It's really pretty. It's almost like a neon orange gold. Oh, I just got a bunch up on my, gosh darn it, my nail got in the way. So pretty though. I love that one. That's gorgeous. I would say like that one over the lighter one, but obviously it's nice to, if you just want more of a neutral color, then that lighter one would be really, really pretty. But loving the lip color, loving the eyes, and yeah, this foundation is looking so good. I'm just like so happy. Again, it's not a full coverage. It is going to give you kind of more of that natural finish, but it's lasted so well. It's holding up really nicely. Looks very skin-like on the skin, and yeah, so far so good. So we'll come back. I'll come back at the end of the night, maybe around like 8:30, and we'll just check in and see what it's looking like. But so far, I love it. It looks really, really pretty, and I like that it looks really skin-like. Okay guys, so it is the end of the night. We just got done watching Bachelor in Paradise. Oh, so juicy. It's 9:42, so it's officially been on for 12 hours, right? I'm pretty sure I started at 9 something. I honestly can't remember, but I think that's what it was. It was like 9, I think it was just before 10 o'clock. I'm getting up nice and close so that you guys can see. So remember, we did 1 soak up of the oil with the sponge, and that was at what, 4 something, I think. I don't know what's my camera doing, but it's like really down low all of a sudden now. Anyway, oh, I have I got a new kitty cat mirror. I can come real close. Yeah, nothing is settled. I have lost a little bit of foundation on my nose, so it hasn't held up great on the nose. And then it has definitely transferred where I was like, obviously, I don't know, scratching my head or something up here. So it does, you know, it does kind of wear off a little bit. I will say that. You can kind of see over here where it has kind of just come off just a little bit. But I am oily for sure. I mean, story of my life. It's just part of life for me nowadays. But let's just see if we can, when in doubt, pat it out. Okay, so if we just do a little pat. Also, I got something in my eye, so that eye is all blurred because I was trying to get it out. But if we just do a quick pat with the clean side just to absorb some of that oil. Yeah, it still looks really nice. I mean, for being on for 12 hours with my oily skin, with all of the places that it could easily collect, it really does look pretty darn good. So I am very happy with this foundation. I think it still looks really natural, very skin-like. I mean, yeah, a couple of things have worn off, like around here. I think it's actually in my hair. That's annoying. But overall, it's really nice. For me, a good foundation is when it doesn't collect, when it doesn't get overly oily or like discombobulate or break apart, and when it looks skin-like and it doesn't look heavy and thick and cakey. I would say it's a really good foundation. I would definitely recommend it. I mean, it's definitely more of a light to medium coverage. You're not going to get a full coverage out of this, but I think for like everyday use, for something that is skin-like and very natural looking, this is definitely a great option. So I definitely give it a thumbs up. It's awesome, and it hasn't broken me out yet. So 2 days in a row, no, I would have a pimple by now. Something would pop up. So I'm really happy, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.